In this video, we're gonna farm the new Venusaur raid for Herba Mystica and other items, which is gonna be kinda cool and easy. Now first off, you are going to need a Chestnut or another Pokemon that can beat this raid. I refer to my previous video of how to build Chestnut. You can find the link in the description on how to build this Pokemon here so that you can successfully beat this raid over and over, because that's what we're going to be doing, but with a little bit of a twist this time. So once you have your Pokemon ready and built, whether you're using the Chestnut or another one from another video, that's fine. You just need to be ready at this point. Now, if you have completed the raid already, don't worry, I'm going to show you now how to reset the raid so that you can do it 700 times in one day if that's what you wanted to do. Because normally it disappears in one day and then you have to wait till the next day, as in like tomorrow in real world, for it to reset. Now I have just done it. It is no longer in my world. I've farmed it a couple times now just to test this method. Now to reset the raids and to trick the game into thinking we're in tomorrow while we're still in today, you're going to have to open up your map. This is very important. You have to have the map open for this. Now we're going to press the home button on our controller, right? We're going to go home just like this. We're going to go to the settings, system settings right here. Then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says system. We're going to go in there. And then we're going to go down to date and time. As you can see, this option over here, you're going to make sure that synchronized clock via internet is turned off. And then you're going to go down to date and time, and you're going to change the day to the next day. You can already see I'm on the 14th of March. I'm in the future already. And when you go and return back to the game, you should see that the raids should disappear, like that electric one is gone and everything is suddenly very different from what it was before. And if you go and have a quick look around, you'll see that all the raids have reset. There should be a ground raid right over here, a nice 7-star one, the one that we're looking for. But before we head over there, we need to talk about a specific sandwich that we're going to be making that is going to give us raid power for ground at power level 2, which is going to give us extra items, which is good for farming the Herba Mystica. Now this recipe requires 6 noodles, 1 chili sauce, 1 whipped cream, and 2 horseradish. I'm going to show you where you can get all of these ingredients because one of them in particular is a little hard to find. So first off, we're going to open up our map and we're going to travel to Levincia, the electric type gym, which is on the right hand side of the map. We're going to go to the Poke Center at the northern side, so Levincia North, and we're going to fly there. Now from this location, we need to head to 2 stores. The first one is going to be Shurikans, which is right next to us. And then the second one is going to be the Equestria supermarket right over there. So these 2 stores, the one that looks like a bottle and an acorn, we're going to both of them. Let's head to Shurikans first. You can set a marker if you want so that you know exactly where it is, but you can see it's literally right next to the Poke Center over here. Go into the store, and you'll see in this store, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom over here, you'll find Noodles, and this is where you're going to buy Noodles. Remember, we need 6 of them for 1 sandwich, so buy a bunch of them. And then for the next store, as a reminder, is the Equestria supermarket. Go ahead and set as destination just like this. And then you're going to quickly run down the street just like this. It's not that far. It's honestly just around the corner over here. This is what it looks like. Has a grocery trolley on the window. Inside the store here, you'll find all the things that you need. The first one is going to be the whipped cream. So you'll find whipped cream over here. If you scroll down further, you'll find chili sauce just like this. And further down, you'll find horseradish right over here. Remember, it's 1 chili sauce, 1 whipped cream, and 2 horseradish. Make sure you buy more than enough, especially since sandwiches only last for 30 minutes. Alright, so now that we have all of those ingredients, let's go ahead and travel to the raid. You're going to want to find some nice flat land near the raid, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a picnic just like this. And then interact with the picnic table and make a sandwich. In this screen, you're going to click creative mode, which is X, as you can see on the screen. And in here, you're going to select 6 noodles. So scroll down until you find your good old noodles, exactly what you want on your sandwich. So 6 of these, just like that. And for the condiments, we're going to go ahead and add 1 chili sauce, 1 whipped cream, and 2 horseradish, just like that. And then select any pick, doesn't matter. And now for the hardest part of this, you're going to have to balance 6 freaking pieces of noodles on your sandwich. It's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. This is super disgusting looking. I don't recommend this kind of sandwich for anybody. Now let's go ahead and place this one. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. There we go, just like that. Don't place the bread on top because it will make it fall. And then just drop the bread off in the side like that and you're done. As long as all 6 noodles are on the sandwich, you're good. As gross as this looks, that's it. That's all you had to do. You'll know you did this correctly if at the top right hand side of the screen it says Raid Power Ground Level 2. So that's going to give us bonus items for beating ground type raids, which is exactly what this raid is. Alright, so now you can actually press the right arrow on your D-pad. So when you open up that, it might be on the other menu like this over here for the BBQ quests. Just press L or R to swap between these two screens, and you'll see here active meal power. We have it for 30 minutes, and you can see the counter is, right there. So make sure you have this counter active and it's enough to survive the raid that you're doing. You need about 10 minutes or maybe just under 10 minutes to do one raid. So if you're fast, you can get 3 raids per sandwich. If not, 2 raids and then make a new sandwich before your next raid. And then you're gonna quite simply go into the raid and, challenge it like you would have normally. Just, challenge alone and go ahead and beat it. As a quick reminder, you do have my video linked in the description on how to use the chestnut to beat the raid, and it also has the move guide of like what moves to use to beat it. So I recommend referring back to that so that you can beat this raid until you know the moveset off by heart. It's not really super complicated, it's actually kind of easy. But once you have that, just go ahead and defeat the raid and get to the victory screen. And there we go, we defeated it, nice and easy. And once you make it to the reward screen, you have a very high chance of getting a Herba Mystica. I have received salty, I've received sweet. It doesn't seem like to give a certain one. It's kind of like random for the most part. And this is a really great way to get a ton of these resources, especially these XP candies. Look how many XP candies that is. Holy crap, that's nice. I'm gonna use that to level up for the next riid. And essentially from here, you just click next. You'll get out the raid just like this, and then you can press the right arrow on the D-pad again. See, there's 22 minutes basically left on your meal. And then from here, you're gonna reset the game again. So open up the map, very important, press the home button. You're gonna go down to settings, you're gonna go down to system, you're gonna go down to date and time, just like you did previously, and you're going to change to the next day. Just like that, click OK, press the home button, press the game, and that should reset the raids. If you see the icons or raids disappear off the screen, this means it did reset. And also if you can see the ground type, 7-star raid on your map again, you will know that it reset successfully. And now you can go ahead and go do the next raid. You can see this one is right over here next to Medali. So make your way to this location, do the raid again, and keep repeating this process. Make the sandwich when you need this meal power number to be up again, at least over 9 minutes long or 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to do the raid. It takes me about, I guess, like 7 to 8 minutes to do it. And most of the time you're going to get a Herba Mystica at the end in the rewards, as well as a ton of guaranteed, candies and XP candies and everything that you're going to love to collect. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.